We all know that travel is an incredibly enriching experience. The food, the culture, the language, the history. But what if you could do all of that and ground it in our Christian heritage and deepen your faith at the same time? The GTI Tour to England and Scotland is about ancient roots for modern faith. We come to places like Cambridge, where the scholars at Tyndale House show us centuries of documents that help us understand that our Bibles are actually true. Then we went to the British Museum, where we saw real, original artifacts from the world showing us that the stories in our Bibles are also real and acknowledged by the local nations of the Levant. We were in Oxford and walked in the footsteps of C.S. Lewis. We were in Durham, where we saw a cathedral that has been there next to the castle for 1,000 years. And in York, we actually sat in a service and worshiped together with saints for a service that has been running continuously for 1,400 years.
You know, you can learn things obviously by reading. You can be in a study group, watch a movie, but there's nothing like being on the ground, being in the places, being able to see it, smell it, hear it. I can't think of a better way to learn than actually being in those places.
It really changes your perspective, and it really has a deep spiritual impact on how you interpret and how you take in those stories.
Every GTI trip we take, we're challenged to grow spiritually. We've come away with deeper knowledge and understanding of what God's Word is telling us about how we should live our lives.
C.S. Lewis's property, where he would walk and he would go swimming each day, I just love the fact that it was just nature, it was quiet, it was solitude with the Lord, and God used that to inspire him to write Chronicles of Narnia. And so that just made me think, what is God inspiring me to do?
Lewis went from a journey of atheism, then to theism, and then to Christian faith right here on these grounds.
And he's influenced so many people. Just being able to stand here and talk about this with people who knew so much about it was really, really special.
We're getting to hear some really incredible teaching paired with being able to see some really incredible places.
So there are a lot of tours around England. None of them come to Tyndale House, where they can see and meet the editors behind the Greek New Testament. So here at GTI, we focus on study tours, not just what's there, but why it matters.
Just seeing the history of what it took to get a Bible in our hands, the Bible that we get to read, it was pretty astounding. And even today, the amount of work it takes for them to do the translating is really impressive.
When you go on a travel like this and you do this kind of thing with GTI, you will make lifelong friends. The community aspect of traveling together, sharing all your meals together, experiencing things together, you just can't beat it.
You can hear about these things, you can read about these things, or you can come and experience them for yourself. So come and see what God has been doing, not only for decades, but for centuries and even millennia.